Well, here I am back at Denny's. We started making rocks yesterday. And here's some that haven't been stained or finished yet. But you get to see at least how we're going to put rocks on there. And a little bit later, actually show you how we go about making these. Here's some that are half finished. In the process of getting the final coat put on them. Some here. And here's where Denny's building a little pad, and we're going to put a little set of steps so he can get down in his pond very easy. But there's some rocks. We got a lot of that to do all the way around here. The lily pool, the new patio area. Back there's the stream. There's the filter box. We'll show this to you in a little bit. Alright, here's how we form some rocks. First, put down a little concrete where we're going to set a rock. Just to give a little base. Then use a chunk of stock. Go ahead and use the whole chunk. Yep. Use lots of chunks of waste styrofoam. And then we're going to cover this with a concrete mixture made out of 3 parts styrofoam beads, 1 part cement. You put some sand in this one?
Yep.
1 part sand?
Yep.
And 1 part sand. And our 3-to-1 acrylic water for the liquid. And we just generally put a generalized shape of what we want the rock to look like. And then we're going to put a second coat on this of 3 sand to 1 cement mix. That will be the finish coat. We'll texture it with a sea sponge, and then we will stain them and seal them. So here we are with a line of potential rocks. And there we are with a line of some that have had the final coat put on them. And see how we do this. Now, because this is coping on the pond, what we'll end up doing is taking the finish coat and we're going to overlap to the inside of the pond wall so that it looks like boulders on top of the wall. And let me see if I can get around here a little bit. And here's how we did that. Well, they're overlapping. So it breaks up that edge. You can no longer see that wire mesh. Okay, here's the line of the styrofoam stuff. All ready now for second layer. And that's where we'll give them their final shape and texture. And then some of those rocks we did yesterday, I put some acid stain on, so you can see what that looks like. Now these haven't been sealed, and the sealer will give them an even different color. Alright, after the mix is laid that contains the styrofoam, we mix up a batch 3-to-1 sand mortar. Begin with acrylic and fiber in it, and we put a layer of it over the top. I guess we better change the shape of this one, Denny.
Huh?
I gotta change the shape of this one. It looks like a butt. We gotta have one named Butt Crack Rock, I guess.
Hey, maybe I wanted a butt.
I just filled in the crack a little bit.
Oh,
There's a crack right here and two cheeks, and I thought, yeah, that'd be Butt Crack Rock. Okay.
Are you taping that?
Yeah.
Oh, because I just stood in front of the camera.
Well, that's all right because I can edit the stuff. No big deal. All right, then after we get on a layer of the sand mortar, take a sea sponge, wet, and we texture it. I don't got butt anymore. There, that's good. Let her dry and we'll stain it and seal it. Look right, Denny?
Yep, that's fine.
If we want to make bigger, you can punch it around. Or... That'll be good textured. And that's all there is. There's top coat on these rocks. They've been textured with a sea sponge. And they're still not their final shape because we've got to modify the tops after we get inside and do the other side of the rocks, the inside of the pond. All of these others have to have the same thing done to them. Started by just putting a base on it. Has to dry until tomorrow, and I'll finish shaping these to look like they're boulders on top of the wall. Here's where Denny is working on the basic rocks along the outside wall of the lily pool. Teresa, that's that wall you were concerned about that was looking kind of thin. Well, it's going to end up pretty thick. And then over here, we'll put some sealer on a few rocks. That first colored one doesn't have any sealer. The next one has sealer. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rocks there that have sealer on them. There's one that's just 2 that have had color added. The sheen will go away, dull down, and that's what the border of the pool pond is going to look like. The nightly cleanup.